did you always want to become a priest?
No, I did not even consider the priesthood until my senior year in high school at Stephen F. Austin in Sugar Land is the first time I considered it. So I guess this is a good segue into the story of how I got here. So, we grew up Catholic. I was baptized as an infant, and we went to mass every single Sunday as a family.
Okay.
We were actually attendees of the vigil mass on Saturdays.
Okay.
People in the seminary would give me a hard time about that.
Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's not on Sunday.
I guess. I don't know. But we went every Saturday night as a family. So we definitely had the virtue of religion. But yeah, so we were really good about that. But that was kind of the extent of it. I did a little bit of like CCE here and there. And we bounced around between St. Teresa's in Sugar Land, Sacred Heart in Richmond, and then right as I entered seminary, St. Lawrence became our home parish, St. Lawrence, Sugar Land. So we grew up going to Mass, and I never considered the priesthood until my senior year. I was actually at Sacred Heart, Richmond, preparing for confirmation. We do confirmation we did it as seniors at Sacred Heart in Richmond. So it was my senior year of high school. I had already been accepted to go to the University of Oklahoma, so I was planning on going there.
Okay.
And I was going to study aerospace engineering because I've always wanted to be a pilot. That was like ever since I was little. Still love aviation. So you probably know you don't want to go to the airport with me because I just love it too much. I got to see all the aircrafts out the window. People also make fun of me for that, but. Was going to go to the University of Oklahoma, wanted to be a pilot. But it was about, I think, October in my senior year of high school as I'm preparing for confirmation. We had 1 or 2 nights before the actual confirmation, we had the rehearsal, as we always have.
Okay.
We have to know what we're doing
on
the day of the confirmation, so we have to practice everything. So we were there. I was there with my grandpa, who was my sponsor. And we were in the pews, just sitting there waiting for the practice to start. And I was just sitting there next to my grandpa, and I noticed up in the front of the church, the pastor. This was at Sacred Heart Richmond. I think I mentioned that. The pastor was sitting up in the front of the pew, in the front of the church, in one of the front pews, just by himself, waiting. Because he was just going to be present for the rehearsal. And I saw him. And this one particular time, I just had this very strong desire, like in my heart, like to be a priest, to be a parish priest. I guess in that day, God made it known to me that He was calling me. And it's interesting because I've thought a lot about that. I've never. We grew up Catholic. I went to Mass every weekend my whole life. I saw priests thousands of times. I saw this one particular priest hundreds of times.
But you never had a thought.
And I never even considered the priesthood. I think the only other time it ever came up, one time maybe in middle school, my dad asked, "Would you ever consider being a priest?" And I said no. And that was it.
It was your dad who asked that.
Yes, he did ask me that one time. I do remember that. And I said no, and then that was that. But yeah, this one particular day, I never had thought about it, never even entered my mind. And when I started to really, notice this desire in my heart and feel this draw towards the priesthood, I think for a while, I kind of sat on it for maybe a week or two.
Okay.
And then eventually I told my mom. She was the first person I told. And she said, you can't get married, right? I said, wait, are you serious? No. I said, yes, I know. So she was kind of surprised, very supportive, but surprised. To be fair, it was kind of out of left field. I had never even mentioned it before.
Oh, so just...
Like, it was just out of nowhere.
Okay.
And my dad, he claims he wasn't surprised. I don't know. Maybe.
You think he was?
I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows?
What about your siblings?
They were supportive. I think a little bit, as siblings do. poked a little bit of fun. But no, everyone in my family was very supportive, very, very supportive.